He is what? After a few French.
I do hope that he gets to come over here to
Today,
we're gonna be diving into the universe, the closest friends of Tick, Chris, a world of 7 continents and 7 seas, and deep inside of a solar systems and beyond, the universe where there might be another living species. Actually just a few close ones. So right now, we starting off in the east coast of Land of the Free, home of the brave, Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Hello, my name is Danny, and I live in Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania, in the United States of America. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here to talk about when and how I met Chris Wong. Chris and I share our mutual, we both have Tourette syndrome, and I believe it was right around the heart of COVID, unfortunately. And I think Chris commented or found something of mine on Facebook in reference to Tourette's, and I liked it, and I messaged him on Messenger on Facebook, and I introduced myself, and we chatted for a little bit, and we ended up FaceTiming. I think it's in 2020, so it was right after the new year, from 2019 to 2020. And so we ended up FaceTiming, and I said, wow, I go, look at this. 2 people from 2 different parts of the world who don't know each other chatting face to face during a world pandemic. It was very unique and different and inspiring. So again, I have Tourette syndrome. I'm a home health aide here in America. I'm an actor. I do film and TV when I can, mostly in Philadelphia and New York. And Chris is a big fan of New York. He that's his goal, is to come to New York. So, but I've known him off and on through video and conversations through the years, and it's been wonderful, you know. And he shared so much with me, and vice versa, in his life. I've not physically met him, but the goal is to hopefully one day that he will be able to come visit the United States, preferably New York. I can show him around, and so it's a goal, and it's wonderful. I think it's excellent. Chris is an amazing young man. He's always smiling, and always seems to be upbeat, even when he's not. And again, I feel like through video, you know, I've watched him grow up, and he graduated, you know, college, and went to culinary school and all kinds of things, and now he just got a job recently, which I'm happy for him. So he's going to try to save up some money to come to America to visit. And but again, we both have, you know, having Tourette syndrome. We both have that in common, and we try to you know, keep the conversation, inspire each other. You know, I mean, me here in America and him over in Malaysia. And it's just wonderful. It's a nice friendship. I'm happy that Chris is making this video with all his friends and hopefully co-workers. He's wonderful because he's got a good inspiration, you know, and good attitude to go for the gold, you know, go for the top of whatever he's doing. And I've always been like that. So he reminds me of myself. And that's pretty much it. So again, we've just, you know, we talk often. There's a time difference, so usually mid to late evening here, and it's usually in the morning there. But we talk, and it's wonderful, and that's kind of all I have. I love Chris, and I wish him the best, and I do hope that he gets to come over here to America, and I will, you know, be his personal tour guide to go to New York. Hopefully the weather's, when he decides to come, it'll be slightly warmer because it's winter now and it's cold. That's it. So, Chris, I love you, and I have a lot of admiration and respect for you. You're a good role model for people, and you have a good attitude, and I wish you well. Okay, buddy.
Now we're setting off to the other side of the world in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Hi everyone.
Hey everyone,
What's going on, everyone?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hi, I'm Ray.
I am Chris' friend. I am Chen Ziyi.
My name is Travis. I'm from Malaysia. Nice to meet you all.
My name is Huang Lek, also known as Troy Liao. That's my English name for sure.
My name is Ryan.
Hi everyone, Dao Ming here, and I'm here to talk about my best friend, Chris Wong.
Chris and I have been friends at the school for 2 to 3 years.
Allow me to introduce myself as one of Take Chris' friends, or wholly clearly close friends.
And I'm a friend of Chris.
And I'm one of the old Chris friend.
I will tell you a brief story of how I met Chris.
So when do we first met? Well, the first time that we have met, it was around, I believe, mid 2015. We were paired in the same group team for our annual camping trip for the school that I honestly don't really like.
If you ask me about Chris, I'd say he's one of those type of people you'll never forget, even after many years have passed. Now that I think about it, I met Chris back in 2014 in MLS. That time, we were still very young kids, learning and having fun in school. And, well, I just so happened to met him there. And after that, we just became best friends.
Chris Wong is one of my very old friends. I've known him for quite a long time. Actually, I've known him since secondary school.
And I really appreciate that Chris is my friend. And then he's only my friend, my one and only friend in the school. I didn't really touch much in school, and I know that it's my problem. I don't judge people don't friend with me every time.
So, back in 2017, I met Chris when we were studying at the homeschool. Little did I know that we both actually went to the same kindergarten school that is actually nearby to my house. That is Sherry Shining Stars. We both were educated there. Years later, we saw each other again at the homeschool, which is called My Lily Chantry. Short name is MIS. I don't really see him much during our kindergarten days. Just the day I saw him very much during our homeschool days back in 2017.
And I still remember the day I met him. He was friends with my other friend. So the story goes like this. I was going to my other friend's class to say hi to him, and then he introduced Chris to me. And I still remember my first impression of the guy. He was quite tall, taller about one extra head. I was so surprised, I was like, oh, this guy is quite tall.
The first impression of the younger Chris of 2015, my first impression of him, he was tall, skinny, and also kind of acting weird. That's my first impression of him. And at one point of the time where I did kind of, I did try kind of, avoiding.
Huh. Luckily you said that. I never actually thought you tried to avoid me, but... Hey ya! Let's continue to watch the video.
Because of his weirdness. And this is when we started to, get to talk more each other, get to know more each other. And this is also when I find out that, he has a condition which is called Tourette syndrome. That kind of explains why he's acting a bit, kind of weird or anything. My thoughts about him, overall, he's a fantastic dude.
I know that why I don't have friends is because I don't really talk much, and I'm a person that make the speech more dead air. When you talk to me, it feels like the bird is flying towards me, flying towards the air.
When I befriended him, he was like such a special guy, a special kid.
Chris is a kind guy and so respectful, so friendly. He has a lot of friends, and the first time I met him during MLS days, and he's always talking, because of me. I always talk to Chris, we always chit chat, and I'm happy to have known him, and I have seen his videos, so nice. Chris, continue to make videos, man, and I am your number one fan. Yeah.
I learned that he actually has Tourette syndrome, such a rare condition that even people have it, such a rare condition that it's impossible for the people to have it. He is actually battling Tourette syndrome, but that doesn't stop him for doing what he loves. Like, Tay Chris is a vlogger.
Then I also noticed he had tics, not tics or something, like involuntary movement, like he would shake his hand and repeat something, repeat a phrase or word lah. Okay, what interesting guy. And then that's how we became friends. I was like, oh sure, another friend. And then when I got to know him, I learned that he had Tourette syndrome. This I find really fascinating. I was like, oh, what is this? I never heard of it. And then I learned that Tourette syndrome is a type of syndrome that make the person do involuntary movement, like they have uncontrollable fidgeting, they repeat a certain word or phrase, whatever.
And I also kind of feel, well, a bit bad about Chris because a lot of people kind of has a false impression of him. Not many people know about his, condition, his Tourette syndrome or whatever. But as for me as a friend, I mean, I don't really care that he has a Tourette syndrome.
My dad and my mom actually know that we are friends. They also know that you are a Tourette syndrome person, but me, myself, and my parents are not afraid of friending people with Tourette syndrome, because we normally, I don't know whether people might treat Tourette syndrome as a case, as a illness, as a patient, but me myself, I don't see it at all, as I am a dyslexia person.
He likes editing. He's good at editing. I think he can also do rapping. Maybe I would declare him as he can be a good rapper. I don't really see him much, but I know in my heart that he, despite having Tourette's, will inspire people all around the world. It's crazy that he met Ryan Howlett and has friended him.
He likes to play GeoGuessr with me, and every time we play just GeoGuessr, he is like Albert Einstein. For me, he doesn't really that bad. He's super intelligent. He can look at the map and then at one side he can start saying, oh, this is French, this is Romania, this is Greece, this is Japan. And I'm like, what in the hell does he know this? And then to play with him GeoGuessr and about countries more.
If he's a good guy and a good friend, I mean, that's all it matters to me. And yeah, so overall, I think he's a fantastic dude, a good friend of mine, and I believe that if you sit down with him, you will get to know why he's a good guy.
So what Tay Chris and I do for a living is, during our free time, we often go out and see movies with other friends that we know in homeschool. At most is homeschool. I think, if I remember correctly, we first had that friend gathering, a certain friend gathering back in 2018 when we all watched Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. That was the first time I ever watched a movie with Tay Chris and his fellow friends and the fellow friends of ours.
Every break time, we would hang out and just talk about almost anything that we could think of, or we would go to 7-Eleven to get snacks. But for our last few years in school, we decided to just stay upstairs and play Monopoly with our other friends instead. Those were very fun times now that I think about it.
I believe that Tay Chris is also a busy guy. He doesn't like accept that an invitation to have a friend gathering. I think he's busy. I believe he's like a busy guy. So it's like he's not even free because I know that he's busy. I also know very much that Tay Chris also travels around the world. Chris and I talk on WhatsApp about what the places he has visited. Yup, that's very much about what Tay Chris and I do. Our free time is sometimes we do friends gathering. We did that since 2018. We did it for the past 7 years. I can consider Tay Chris as one of the close friends of mine. I have known Chris for the past 8 years. That's basically it. If I have more stories to tell, or take Chris will claim that having Tourette syndromes doesn't make you an imbecile fool. It's just that it's a recognition many human beings will have suffered.
Well, there's also one thing that I want to mention as well is that as a friend, I'm also gonna be very proud of him, of what he has achieved. I believe there's one time where he announced to one of our group chat that he's going to be on the newspaper, and I was like, wow, honestly, that was fantastic, man. He's going to be on the newspaper.
So he is one of the few friends with Tourette syndrome I have known, and that's basically it. So I can tell you that's the end of my a brief story of how I met Chris and how I got to know him.
But yeah, Chris, he is a very kind and nice person, and if you ask him to help you with anything, he'll gladly help. Back then, I would always ask him to help me with my homework because I didn't quite understood a lot of things. But if I have to describe Chris in a few words, I'd say he's a loyal, kind, and creative friend who would bring chaos and fun wherever he goes.
And that's how I met him lah. The guy is quite kind and quite, oh my god, it's been wow, quite okay lah. I mean, I've known him since now. He's a good person.
I myself, I really wanted to visit country and visit places in Malaysia with Chris. You know, after the time that I started working, Chris and I have actually decided to plan on some trips on going locally and internationally. And I really wanted to go like New York, LA, England, North America, South America, Europe. This country I have never ever been to there before, and I have never ever seen the snow before. I really wanted to go there, exploring with someone that is good with like knowing the place, and I believe that Chris is one of them. So I really wanted to go there with you, Chris. Hopefully we can go there.
But well, yeah, he is sometimes the type that will annoy you, but most of the times he'll make you laugh. But yeah, those are the things I could best describe about my friend Chris.
So the fact that he could soldier on with Tourette syndrome is quite admirable lah. Really, it's quite admirable, quite brave.
And then I don't really talk that much at school. Chris is the one that will talk with me, and then he will find me interesting about anything. One time I asked Chris, why will you be friends with me? He said that he want to become with me because I have a lot of things to express. Yeah, I do. Normally, I will express it on my Facebook. If you guys are interested on my Facebook, you guys can follow me. My Facebook name is Shenzi. I wrote my Facebook post in Chinese word. I didn't really wrote it in English, but if you guys are interested in my post, you guys can follow me.
And also of his YouTube channel, I think he has over 4,000 subscribers, I believe.
And also quite ambitious. He has his own YouTube channel, he has his own Facebook. He's trying to be a content creator, and I say go for it lah. Good luck lah, bro. Good luck. That's all I have to say lah. Well, I hope this is a good ending lah.
Back to the topic, Chris is a kind person. Like, he will be friends, and then I think that me and Chris will be friends forever and ever. Thank you for watching the video, and then I hope that you have a great day. Peace out.
This is Troy Leo. Peace out.
God bless and take care always.
Thanks.
Bye.
Keep up the work, man.
But now, looking back at it, I'm really glad to have met him.
Chris and I have been friends.
Loading.
Sorry about the word that I didn't say properly.
I'm not talking about the Major League Soccer, which is the American Soccer League. I'm talking about the home school. Though it has the same short name, identical short name, I am still referring as the home school.
And at one point of a time where I did try avoid him because of his weirdness.
What the bro?
Powerful 全開なアルミさえおバカな一日